dogs. Is it a deal?
Huh?
You feed me, and I'll take care of those guys for you.
But,
What is going on, YouTube land? I am Chris Catalunya. Before we get into this shoe review today, go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel on the bottom right. I would greatly appreciate it. And hit me up with a thumbs up if you enjoy this video at the end. Alright, let's get into this shoe review. So I'm super excited to be reviewing this Nike SB Diamond Dunk, especially since I wasn't able to cop that OG pair back in 2005. Back then I was like a fresh junior in high school, and I had curfew, guys. My parents are like super strict. You have like the black dad and you have the Asian mom. Super freaking strict. Like, even having friends sleeping over at the house was like a non-existent thing in my household. So camping out for shoes was definitely out of the question. So to commemorate the 20th anniversary for Diamond Supply Company, they released this shoe in collaboration with Nike SB again. And they released these in 3 different colors. They released the canary color, which is like the yellow, and then the Tiffany blue. They released this black pair with the Tiffany blue swoosh, and they released a white pair with the same swoosh coloring. The canaries were released on a friends and family pack, and there are only 250 pairs available worldwide. And they released at ComplexCon, and you already know how the Nike SB and the Diamonds booth got shut down at ComplexCon. And I'm still not too sure if that was like real hype or it was like staged hype. Regardless of fact, we won't get into that anymore. The black ones and the white ones released on a much wider scale, appearing on the Sneakers app and at your local skate shops. Here in Austin, Texas, we had 2 shops that were releasing them. I picked mine up from a store called No Comply here in Austin, Texas. Preparing myself to line up for this shoe, I looked at other people's videos around the nation to see what the hype was, and people were lining up for days for this particular shoe. So I knew that I was going to have to get in line early. I got in line at about 8 o'clock at night, didn't realize that the line started at like 7 o'clock at night. This was a pretty crazy drop. I thought I would be able to pull up at midnight or 2 a.m. to line up for this shoe, but no, my friend had to start the line and lined up at 7 o'clock, and then he texted me, he's like, it's already going. And thankfully he told me this because upon closing the shop, No Comply actually was kind enough to post up the sizes available. Now there are only 18 pairs of these shoes available in shop, and that's 18 pairs total in white and black total. So in breaking that down, I think there were like 9 white and then 9 black, but I was able to cop. I know a lot of people don't like camping out for shoes. I really do love camping out for shoes as opposed to like raffles and stuff, because like in raffles, you don't have that camaraderie. You don't really talk about shoes. You don't talk about life experiences. You're just not there for all those hours of the night. So we were there from 8 p.m. until 10 o'clock in the morning, just talking about whatever. And also included with that, we're networking. We're trying to remember each other's faces. So if people pull up at like 10 o'clock in the morning at opening, we can just shoo them away because we know how many people are supposed to be in line, and we're remembering our spots. I was luckily number 16 in spot. I actually had an extra chair and I gave it away because in talking amongst these people, I felt bad for the person behind me. He was really passionate about these shoes, so I was like, you know what, you can have my extra spot. But I really wanted a white and a black pair, but it's cool. It's cool. These shoes retailed at a price of $100 USD. No Comply charged $129. I know $100 is manufacturer's suggested retail price, but $129 seemed kind of steep. Concerning resale, looking on StockX, looking on Grail, looking at GOAT, you can find these ones going for about $220 just depending on your size. Looking at the Canaries, those joints are going for about $2,000, which is just crazy to me. And then the white ones selling for about $215. The shoes come in a cotton candy pink box, and it says Nike SB in a black ink. And on the front of the box, you have that white and black label, Nike SB Dunk Low, Pro, OG, QS. On the back of the box, Nike SB branding, and then more propaganda. I really do love this shoe, guys. This is an awesome shoe. I walked out of the store with them. I definitely un-DS these joints. Looking on the upper of the shoe, it features two different leather textures. You have that smooth leather right here, and it's done in the black, and you also have that crocodile leather, which is signature of that OG pair. On an OG Diamond Dunk, this panel that is done up in black is done up in Tiffany color, so that is the difference between this and the other. What's also different is the swoosh. The swoosh on this pair is Velcro that is cut out in a swoosh form and is in that Tiffany colorway. On the normal pair of OG Dunks, you see that platinum swoosh. But in paying homage to that OG Diamond Dunk, they've included that platinum swoosh that you can put onto that Velcro strip. Moving towards the front of the shoe, we have that crocodile leather that is wrapping around, forming the toe box. And that leather vamp right here is done up in black. On the OG pair, this is done in Tiffany blue. On the vamp, you can see there are perforations, and this enables breathability for your foot when it's inside the shoe. Above that vamp, we get into the lacing system. Now, the edging of the lacing system has that same crocodile leather, and it's actually running from the toe box all the way from the bottom and running up to the top of the shoe. And punched in, there are holes that form the eyelets for the shoe. The default laces of the shoe are of an oval shape, and they are black. Now, I put on the Tiffany blue coloring because I think the Tiffany blue looks so much better on this predominantly black shoe. And I'm not too sure what the material of the laces are, whether that's a 100% cotton or a blend between cotton and polyester. Not too sure. What's cool about these shoelaces are the oglets. Now, the oglets, they're done in a metal material, and pressed into one side, you'll see that it reads out Diamond, and the other side, Supply Company or Supply Co. Behind all of that lacing is this tongue. Now, on the front side of the tongue, you'll see that it's done up in that nylon fabric and is colored in black. On the OG pair, it's done up in that Tiffany blue colorway. And again, that is the front. Looking at the back of the shoe, you can see that it's done in a quilted pattern and is made out of 100% cotton. Getting to the label, back on the front side of the shoe, we have that diamond on the top and then the Nike SB logo. And the thread for this is done up in silver, stitched on top of a black fabric. And this is the same label design that is used on the OG pair. On the backside label, the label is done up in black and the threading done in silver, and it just says Nike swoosh, property, blah blah blah, made in Vietnam. That's all you really need to know. To keep the tongue in place, they've added some elastic straps on the lateral side of the shoe and the medial side of the shoe, and it's sewn onto the tongue and inside the shoe. The heel of the shoe, we have that crocodile leather that runs from the lateral portion of the shoe to the heel to the medial side of the shoe. And above that crocodile portion, we have that smooth leather done up in black, and you can see the white stitching going across. This panel, and this panel on the OG pair are done up in that Tiffany blue colorway. The heel tab is pretty cool. You have that smooth black leather running up right here and the Nike branding going across in that Tiffany blue threading. On the OG pair, this heel tab is done up in that crocodile leather and doesn't have this feature of flipping up. So under that heel tab, it reveals that Velcro material that reaches from the lateral of the shoe, the heel, then goes down to the medial portion. But under that heel tab, you'll see it says Diamond, and this is actually in black threading and embroidered into the heel. Now, if you were to remove this Nike swoosh done up in platinum, you would lift this tab first and then pull away. The lining of the shoe is done up in black, and it feels like this portion of the shoe is done up in neoprene. And for comfort, there is padding on all sides of the lining. Pulling the insole out from the shoe is this bed of Tiffany blue, and it feels almost towel-like. It's like 100% cotton, I'm sure. The heel features that Nike SB branding, and it notifies you that this is a Zoom Air insole. This is how thick the insole looks from the side, not too thick, and this is what it looks like from the bottom. So you see three different types of materials being used here. You see EVA foam right here, which is firm, and then you have EVA foam right here, this black portion, which is less firm than the gray, and you have the Zoom Air unit at the heel of the shoe. This Zoom Air unit acts almost as if it was the shock absorbers on your car, putting it back into normal form. This clear plastic enclosure, it has some tensile fibers on the inside that is done up in white, and these act very spring-like, putting your heel back into correct form. And inside that too is paired with like a Nike Air or Nike Gas. The midsole of the shoe is done up in all white and wraps around the shoe. There is no special technology involved. Normally you'll see like Nike Phylon, EVA, or something like that. This is just made out of rubber. And this is where the Zoom Air insole comes into play because it provides all the cushioning. Rubber, it doesn't provide a lot of cushioning. Looking at the outsole of this shoe, clearly I und'd this pair. I wore this shoe out of the store. I was rocking this pair. You can see that it's done up in a black color, and it's actually made out of a blown rubber material, which is more flexible than the rubber you would see right here. It enables flexibility for when your foot's inside the shoe. The traction marks are of the same design of your typical Nike Dunk. In this hand, I have the Doc Martens, which you can actually check out that review above, but you see, they're pretty much the same. When it comes to fitment, I'm usually rocking a size 8.5 or a 9 US. In putting my foot inside the shoe, I do have a little bit of space at the top of the toe, leaving about a half a centimeter to a full centimeter. In terms of comfort, this shoe is comfortable, but not something that I would want to rock at work for 8 hours straight. Again, we have that insole that has that Zoom Air unit at the heel and the 2 points of EVA foam, the firm and less firm. The shoe doesn't offer too much in terms of cushioning or support. In summation, I'm really glad that Nike and Diamond collaborated again to celebrate Diamond's 20th year anniversary, and the product that they put out this year with the canary, the black pair, the white pair, I love that they still pay homage to that OG pair. And some of you might not like this, but I'm actually going to custom these to look like the OG pair, so definitely hit that notification bell and subscribe to my channel to keep an update with this shoe. So what do you think about this new age Nike SB Diamond Dunk? Is this a hit? Is this a miss? Were you able to cop? Let me know down in the comments below. Hit me up with a thumbs up if you appreciated this video, and please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload videos. Alright guys, I am Chris Catalunya, and we will check you next time. Sige na!